This is boxing. This is Top Rank. Presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum and brought to you by Boost Mobile. Money is power. This fight is scheduled for 10 rounds in the lightweight division. Our judges at ringside, Tim Cheatham, John Mariano, and Patrick Morley. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Charlie Fitch. Introducing first, out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 135.6 pounds. Wearing white trunks with gold trim. His record is perfect. 20 victories, no defeats. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Chicago, Illinois, Giovanni El Cabron Cabrera. Introducing out of the red corner. He weighed in at 135.4 pounds. Wearing green trunks with gold and white trim. His record, 21 victories with only 1 defeat. 7 victories coming by way of knockout. From Stockton, California, Stockton's King, Gabriel Flores Jr.
T-shirt that is coming off right now. You see that time and again in his career, honoring his late mother, Juanita. Horrific tragedy.
Okay, that's good.
9 years ago, excuse me, when she was killed. She was shot while attending a child's birthday party. He has talked often about her memory, the effect that losing his mom had on his life, a relationship that he forged with his father and trainer, Gabriel Sr.
Good evening, Gabriel. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. Obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves now. Come out fighting at the bell.
Meanwhile, Giovanni Cabrera, who you heard introduced as being from here in the Midwest in Chicago. Well, he's well-traveled. His father is Mexican. His mother's Italian. He lived in Seattle. He did live in Chicago. And then he spent much of his childhood in Mexico. He turned to boxing as a sophomore in high school. Trained at Wildcard Gym, moved back to Mexico, and that is a knockdown scored in the first 7 seconds.
7, 8, step to me. Let me see your gloves. Okay.
Cabrera comes out and scores a knockdown right away. And hits him on another left. That could have been a technical knockdown. Cabrera is all over Flores early. Look at this. Cabrera said he would be more offensive, that he would press the action, not be as awkward. Step to Flores, and he's got him in trouble in the first 40 seconds. All over him. Flores is trying to tie up. Trying to chop down with the right hand. Now right to the pocket. Short hook lands and Flores is down again. 1 minute in and 2 knockdowns scored by Cabrera. The undefeated Giovanni Cabrera is looking to close this show in round 1. Can Flores survive it? Jab, left hand. Freddie Roach said we have been working on power and he's showing it here. Timmy Dre, how do his legs look?
He's not back right now, Tess. He's not back, and he's got to do everything that he can. Move, walk, tie up to try to clear his head. Don't worry about landing punches right now. He needs to get Cabrera off of him so he can get the cobwebs out because he still looks shaky.
Got caught cold. You know, these first 2 rounds are always dangerous for any fighter. He got hit right on the chin, and you saw the legs.
Cabrera is also needing to get his breath back because he threw a lot of punches in the first half of that round.
I'm letting you know right now, this fight is not going to go to the distance. I'm letting you know right now, Cabrera is a man on a mission right now.
This is nothing like the style we have seen in the recent past of Giovanni Cabrera. and everybody around his camp. It's so interesting because numerous times here at this Grand Casino, whether you'd run into Freddie Roach or Steve, his manager, they said you're going to see something completely different. They have been working on sitting down on the punches, on stepping forward, on being more the aggressor. He did that within the first 7 seconds.
Now you see Flores Jr. starting to land straight rights. You see him slowly clearing his head and slowly getting his legs up under him.
10 seconds to the bell.
Pop that southpaw jab off the hip. Dominating first round by Giovanni Cabrera. 2 knockdowns scored, and Flores.
Welcome to 135 pounds. 5 pounds, you say it don't make a difference? Yes, it does. And right here, Cabrera showing his punching power, newfound punching power, something that Freddie Roach has told us that he had. You know, in the early rounds, you want to be defensive. You want to be cautious. You don't want to get caught cold. These rounds are critical rounds in a fight, yes, but at the same time, you got to be cautious. When I was fighting, you know, my coach would say, hey, first round, fill him out. See what he's trying to do, what he's trying to set up. Be a little bit more defensive. And then when I come back to the corner, he says, hey, what does he got? Do you feel anything? And I say, nope, he has power, or he doesn't have power. And then the game plan starts.
Tess, this fight's going to tell us a lot about both these guys. The first round was the first round, but can Cabrera keep that up? Was that an anomaly? Can he duplicate that? Can he finish and close the show? And can Flores Jr. dig himself out of that pit on the scorecards and psychologically to work his way back into this fight? If he can, that's a sign of greatness. But it's not going to be easy because Cabrera, he's confident, and he's a fighter that needs to be confident to be at his best.
Heard Ben Batista and Gabe Sr. try to boost that confidence, and you're going to win this fight. You're going to be fine. You're going to settle right in. You're going to dig right out, and then gave him some things to think about and work on defensively. Meanwhile, Cabrera landed 20 power punches, 50% of his power punches in that first round. It was the straight left, 7 seconds in. It was a 3-punch combination, really just chasing him back, and another left hand landed, throwing him to the ropes 1 minute in. 2 knockdowns scored in the first round by Cabrera.
The quickest way Flores can get his respect is to hurt Cabrera, either to the head or to the body. He's got to get a shot in there. Doesn't matter which shot it is, that lets Cabrera know you can be hurt too.
Did the early success throw off Cabrera, because now he's shooting punches and he's missing. He's overthrowing shots now.
Well, there's that old axiom, sometimes the worst thing that can happen is to have really, really early success. And then you think it's always going to be there, and you get away from what your initial plan was or how you usually go about your business.
I think that straight left shocked Cabrera as much as it shocked us.
It was a combination that landed from Cabrera there. Hands down at the waist. Flores comes in, misses with that right hand after throwing the jab to the body. Cabrera goes to the body with a left hand.
The mistake Flores is making is he's right in line for Cabrera's best punch, a straight left. He's moving to Cabrera's left. He needs to attack the left side, which is, Cabrera's right side, which is the left of Flores, because Cabrera doesn't have a strong right hook or a strong jab. Attack that side all night long. Make him beat you from that point. Don't go into the range of the straight left.
You know, he only came in with 7 knockouts and 20 wins, but everybody who sees him in the gym, everybody who's around said the kid does have power.
But it's only in the left hand.
That's right. So don't move to it. Don't move to your right.
He's in line. Flores right now is in line for that. He needs to get to the left side, his left side, Cabrera's right side, to offset that left and attack the right side.
Or the comment from the camp of Flores saying, oh, Cabrera's getting tired. Cabrera threw 63 punches in the first round, 62 in the second round, round number 3.
Cabrera right now got his hands low. He's trying to force a mistake.
Get off this foot, get Giovanni.
From Flores. The backhand is what he wants to land. And yes, he's throwing it straight, and he's also looping the backhand, but watch the uppercut. Cabrera does have a left uppercut as well.
Placing that left hand to the body a couple times. A straight left hand to the body.
That's how Flores has to answer a missed shot or even a landed shot from Cabrera. He's got to acknowledge that he's in a hole. He's got to acknowledge that Cabrera is ultra confident, and he's got to do more than he would have had to do at this point in the fight to get back in the fight.
Left uppercut in the midst of that combination from Cabrera. Double jab, missing with the right hand is Flores. A straight left hand leads with it. That scores for Giovanni Cabrera.
Gotta say that I love the toughness of Flores Jr. You know, he's trying to dig himself, like Dre said, out of a hole right now. And when he let his combinations fly, especially against his counterpuncher,
Careful the heads, guys.
the first two may not land, but the last one is starting to land.
Left hand just landed from Cabrera when Flores crossed that threshold. Cabrera off balance. Right hand came in from Flores.
Tess, I think Cabrera needs to back up Gabriel Flores, and I think Gabriel Flores needs to back up Cabrera. Whoever backs the other person up has success in his command of this fight.
Cabrera
Every time Cabrera comes forward,
yep,
he has success, and the same for Flores Jr. Just missed a big left hook right there, Flores.
Double jab right hand from Flores.
It's the combination punching. But Flores is working for him. Ooh.
Oh, that right hand at the end of the combination scored well from Cabrera.
That was nasty. Straight left hand, followed by a swivel jab.
Swivel jab, absolutely. It wasn't a hard shot.
10 seconds to the bell.
It was a straight shot that was accurate.
End of 3.
Straight left with a swivel jab that Flores wasn't ready for, and it hit him right on the money. Here we see he missed that shot, boom, and brought all of his power and brought his body behind that shot and landed right on the side of the chin of Gabriel Flores, and Cabrera got a reaction.
You don't see it often, but when you do see it executed well, it is a beautiful punch, Timmy. The swivel jab, you throw the combination, you come back and you have your natural body momentum that you turn and you get that torque into the lead hand. We've seen guys knocked out from a swivel jab.
It's the 2-1 combination. It's a beautiful shot. See, the lead hand is the longest weapon to the target,
right,
but it's the easiest way to find the head of your opposition. So when you throw the right hand, they gotta brace themselves or move away from it defensively, but then you have that jab, that swivel jab, to come right behind and find his way home. Beautiful combination.
If you're Flores Jr., you got to make the shift in your mind that this fight is not, this is game plan B or C at this point. This is not let's box him and outbox him and hope we catch him. He has to slip inside. We saw in Cabrera's last fight that he doesn't like to go inside. He holds a lot. He's not really educated on the inside. So you have to take the fight inside to wear him down, to pile up points, and to also stay out of range for that left hand, because staying on the outside right now is not the right move for Flores Jr.
Flores is not out of the weeds just yet. I didn't like his legs in the last round when he got hit with that swivel jab. And it just seems that like any moment, Cabrera's going to land something hard again and put him on Queer Street.
And I think Cabrera believes that. That's why you don't see him pressing the issue. Good jab right there from Flores. Too much. He feels like he's playing with house money at this point. He can be patient because he believes that he's going to land another big shot.
Flores stepping in, Cabrera tying up.
Oftentimes you face a fighter that has 2 or 3, sometimes 4 good weapons. Arsenal. Both punches are hard. It's not the case for Cabrera. Flores has to focus on one hand, the left hand, a straight left or a looping left. Everything else, he should be able to take advantage of, but he has to recognize that.
No, this fight is not over yet, but if Flores Jr. is going to do anything in this weight class, he has to work on his physical strength. I think that's a huge issue with Flores Jr.
Well, we'll talk about that. This fight isn't over yet. Clearly, you could make an argument it is 4 rounds to zip for Cabrera. Perhaps you could lean Flores maybe in the second round. But considering, maybe the last round, but considering the 10-7 first round, boy, the math gets tricky for Flores.
Yeah, he's still in a deficit, and I gave Flores round 2 and round 4. Very close rounds. Good shot right there, 2-piece from Flores. It's just a matter of a few punches landing that would give him that round, but every round is close with the exception of the first.
Bernardo.
Yeah, I spoke with Gabe Flores Sr. and he says, look, I need him to continue moving left away from the power hand of his opponent and use angles. Everything has to be behind the double jab.
Just like that. Yep. That's what Flores Sr. is saying right there. That's what I'm saying also, is to attack the right side of Cabrera. If he could do that, it's hard for a southpaw to deal with you on that side. You pester them to that side. You attack that side. You wear them down going that direction. You make him earn those left hands that he hits you with. But if you stand in front, it's easy money.
That's right. We call that the weak side right there. Getting around the back of your opposition. Taking away his power hand, his backhand. I like how consistent that Flores Jr. has been since the knockdown happened. You know, he's been the more consistent fighter in my eyes, been letting his hands go, counter-punching, throwing combinations, whereas you see Cabrera occasionally landing 1, maybe 2 shots. Just like there. Oh, he hurt. Look at that. Oh, he hurt.
He's off balance.
No, he hurt. He
trying to punch back, but instead he goes down for the 3rd time.
5, 6, 7, 8. Step 2 in your gloves.
Only 7 seconds remain in round 5. And Flores is down again, and he's wobbly again. And he takes another right hand. Oh, and right at the bell, eats a straight left.
Beautiful check hook right there from Cabrera. Getting Flores Jr. attention. Putting him down on the canvas with that short little check hook. There he is. He pivots out. See the combinations right here. And a nice little short check hook. Flores is off balance. You know, his equilibrium was off, no doubt about it. He was hurt by the first shot that Cabrera landed. You know, there's one thing about, you know, young Gabe Flores, and I don't mean this in any harm. He don't have the strength, the physical strength, and he doesn't have the chin for 135 pounds. He doesn't. I'm just going to say it. He doesn't have the strength or the chin to be in this division. And if he comes out, even with a win, moving forward, things are going to get even tougher and tougher and tougher for this young man.
Huge deficit now. 3 knockdowns scored. And Cabrera hits him with another right hand.
Test the shots that Cabrera is landing, and you see the reaction from Flores Jr. This is life-changing type of shots. This is long-term damage he's taking right now.
Obviously, everybody in the sport always concerned with the health and welfare of fighters, and everybody knows you'd rather exit with one single shot than sit there and sustain a 3 knockdown night where you're still taking damage to this point of the fight. We're only into round 6. Cabrera has landed 77 power punches.
Gabe Flores is showing a lot of toughness here, but that, to your point, is not always a good thing. Getting hit with some clean shots, shots that are affecting him, and the toughness is there. Good shot right there.
Yes,
He hasn't quit or turned one time in this fight or any tough moment that we've seen him in. Good body shot, and I just want to see how this fight plays out.
And keep in mind what happened back in September of 2021 when he lost to Lopez, because he took a lot of damage, especially late. He was bloodied, he was beaten down, and his father has talked about decisions that he wished he made late in that fight. Let's see how they handle things down the stretch in this outing where he's already been down 3 times.
But I think Cabrera needs to step on the gas and try to get this fight over with so he doesn't get caught with a shot like that.
He just got caught with a shot. Flores took damage but did catch Cabrera with a shot.
He's got to make the decision for him, exactly.
Here he is stepping on the gas.
Oh, my goodness. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. 6th round right now. Got four more rounds or 3 more rounds after this one.
Ten seconds to the bell. That's what we trying. Don't break.
End of 6. A tough night for Gabe Flores.
Bro, big, bro. Let me see the water. Bro, we're down big, bro. All right? We're down big. I got it. You got to put your shit together. We got 3 rounds, though. Let's go.
Asked him right away, how do you feel? He said, I feel good. Then they went into strategy, saying get off the line. Get your head off the line. You have to double up the jab. You have to throw off his rhythm. Look at the punches landed by round. That first round, 2 knockdowns scored. 5th round, another knockdown scored. And then 20 more punches landed in the last round.
Break! 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 Clean. Let's keep it clean.
I think from this point on, if you're Flores, you got to go in there and try to dog Cabrera. You got to go in there and do everything you can. There's no picking and poking on the outside. You got to let big shots go. You got to get inside. Strip your hands away. Don't let Cabrera hold you and rip him to the body, rip him with uppers, rip him with short left hook. Try to land something that can hurt Cabrera. And if you're Cabrera, he's got to step it up. He can't rest on his laurels of what he's done because he's getting hit with some big shots and you never know what can hurt you. Cabrera needs to close the show and Flores needs to try to step it up to try to make something happen.
And Dre, the exact same words you uttered were the same words that came out of Gabe Flores Sr.'s mouth. You've got to dog him. You've got to knock him out.
Yeah, he's going to dog it. He's going to try to get close, but he's going to take something on the way in. There's going to be times where he's going to take something on the way in, and that's the
what
thing.
What other choice do you have? What other choice do you have? Sit on the
Left hook
outside,
from
get picked
Flores.
apart? You got to take something to give some. That's what time it is, Tim. Cabrera wants space and comfort. Strip him of that.
Cabrera right now is trying to line him up for a shot right now.
Looks like he was trying to draw him into me, didn't he?
That's all he's trying to do.
That's what I mean when I say he wants comfort and space. He needs the right range to get that shot on.
He's giving those foot feints.
Ooh.
Straight left. Timed him.
Flores is right in the same spot to be hit with the same shots.
Right on the line.
That's what Flores Sr. is calling for him to stop doing.
Break.
Well, you got to use this. You got to use some head movement. You got to use some feints. You know, he got to disguise his attack, and he's not. He's standing directly in front, just marching forward with his hands high, and Cabrera just making him pay anytime he sees an opening.
Look at this.
I don't want to tell you again. Stop. This is the third time I said something. You put me in a position where I'm going to take the point. I don't want to do that. Time in. Box.
So Charlie Fitch with the warning.
It's actually 15 seconds to the bell, based on our clock.
All right, let's listen into the Hall of Fame trainer who will tell you the hardest punch he's ever taken in his life as a boxer was a straight punch to the liver from Manny Pacquiao. Tim, something you could tell the public what it feels like to be hit to the body from Manny Pacquiao.
Look, listen to me. You want to know why I retired? It was a straight left hand from Manny Pacquiao. If you go back and you watch my last fight against Manny Pacquiao, and you look at...
That's a slip, off balance.
And you look at my interview, I had no clue that I had fought. Honestly, it was a straight left hand, and you could barely see it as I attacked Manny Pacquiao. He got his head off the line and hit me with a short left hand, and literally gave me amnesia. Literally.
Unbelievable.
The two-piece from Cabrera. A good answer from Gabe Flores Jr.
One thing about it, you cannot doubt this young man's heart. He has tremendous heart and courage.
He's trying to dig in with a left hand to the body. It's Cabrera, one of the 1-2 again.
And Tess, he is fighting. Gabe Flores is fighting right now for his career.
Well, he's fighting a massive, massive uphill battle on the scorecard. He's been down 3 times. To Dre's point, you have to be risk, reward, and willing at this point, understanding the circumstances.
Flores has to bring that right looping shot to the body. He's throwing the left to the body, but he's got to throw that right to the body. I haven't seen him throw a right body shot in this whole fight.
'Clean break, clean break.
Cabrera's anticipating that left to the body because he knows it's only going to be one. So he's literally leaning, waiting for Flores Jr. to throw it so he can block it and tie up.
Clean break, step back.
When you got to shift the body over, break the natural rhythm that you guys have been fighting in, and rip to the opposite side of the body.
There's a right hand that came in from Flores.
See, Flores is winning this round right now. You got a little activity coming from Cabrera. Cabrera could be tiring.
Some of these rounds are hard to score because you may have more offense from Flores, but then Cabrera will land some heavy shots toward the end that may get some judges' attention.
Seconds to the bell.
End of 8, 6 minutes to go in our co-feature. Got to put them together, says Dad. You got to find the big jackpot with 6 minutes to go. Freddie Roach emphasizing, hey, this is your fight. You're not going to give this thing away here late.
Slip on the signage because both bodies are wet, dripping on that signage right there in the center of the ring.
Dominating punch stats for Cabrera, who of course has scored 3 knockdowns, 2 of them coming in the first minute of the fight. 143-47 connect advantage.
I think Cabrera could have did more in this fight to try to get this fight over with. He did the best he could in the rounds that he hurt Flores, but outside of those rounds, I think he got complacent.
I agree with you, Frank. Flores trying to chase him down. Cabrera awkwardly goes back to the ropes.
Cabrera right now did the right thing. You don't want your back towards the center of that ring, especially because it's wet in there. I want to see the referee grab a towel, stop the action, and try to wipe up that center logo. because you can see both guys slipping, losing their footing.
Some swelling under the left eye of Gabe Flores.
Oh, my goodness. Gabe keep moving towards that left hand. Moving right into the lane for the left hand of Cabrera.
That's been the biggest mistake of the fight.
Oh, there it is again. This time Cabrera getting his head off the line and shooting the left hand down the middle. That's a trick that he said he learned from Manny Pacquiao.
That swelling under the left eye is becoming much, much more pronounced. Purplish and reddish as well. May even open up.
And the occasional right jab. You see those quick hands from Cabrera, and you just wonder, could he be doing more? You just wonder, could he put on more of a show? Could he shine and showcase just a little bit more? He'll have spurts and have moments, but it's not always consistent. Even with all the success he's had in this fight.
Clean, clean, clean.
10th and final round coming up. It's that concern me in terms of long-term health of a fighter. When you went down twice early, you took a little bit of punishment in the third, you took bad punishment late in the fifth, you absorbed 123 power punches to this point. There is definitely a slick spot with all the sweat hitting the Top Rank logo in the middle.
I don't think it'd be a bad idea for the ref to call timeout and to wipe the ring with a towel. I think it's okay.
Absolutely.
It's a good idea.
It's warranted. I don't understand
if it
what he's
costs
doing.
a fighter a defensive posture and compromises their ability to defend themselves, you absolutely have to.
But you can get hit with a punch
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
and be called a knockdown.
I think something interesting may happen in this next 2 minutes from either guy because Gabe Flores is pressing, Cabrera's trying to close. Let's see what happens.
Left hand hit flush from Cabrera.
Let go of his arms. Break.
Exactly what we were talking about, and he's lucky that Gio didn't throw a punch at that moment. Again, that slick spot. It was hard to hold on to his footing halfway through round 10. It's like ice skating in the middle of the ring right now. And I'm really surprised Charlie Fitch isn't dealing with it. Now he finally is.
Shoot your corner, please.
It's like, get the towel. Come on now.
And they're welcome to have others in there to help them do it.
Not sure I've ever seen a ref actually take on the task of wiping the ring mat quite like that.
It's the right thing to do. But right now, if I'm the local commission, I would have an entire crew standing by with towels to get after it, not just dependent on the ref being tossed a small bath towel and hope to get it accomplished.
Well, you can see the trunks of Flores dripping with water. You know, his corner reviving him, putting water on his head, and you see the trunks of Flores, and you see that little lockdown right there. Look, woo!
Took another shot and another headshot. Gabe Flores is gutsy, but he has just taken a lot tonight from Cabrera. And Cabrera just smothering him now against the ropes. Last half minute. And that eye, that left eye, is nearly swollen shut. That worsens halfway through round number 9, and it has gone downhill in just about 4.5 minutes This will be a good, solid win for Cabrera, and undoubtedly there'll be medical attention for Gabe Flores Jr. to observe how he is doing after absorbing 142 power punches from Cabrera and being knocked down 3 times. And we're just moments.
Power hand, and then finding a home for that jab is a lot easier than leading with the jab and trying to find a home for the right hand. You know, those type of shots, those crisp, hard swivel jabs, put that type of bruising around Flores Jr. eye.
Cabrera had double digits landed in every single round. Flores was single digits of punches landed in every single round. Obviously, you have the 10-7 round, you have the 10-8 round, and then Flores tried to give as much as he possibly could, gave a very spirited effort, but he absorbed a lot tonight. Here's Mark Chinook with the judges' scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside Grand Casino Hinckley, Minnesota, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Tim Cheatham, John Mariano, and Patrick Morley all score the bout 98-89. For your winner by unanimous decision, Giovanni Cabrera.
21-0 now is Giovanni Cabrera. And give credit to Freddie Roach and the entire team. They said they were going to come out. They're going to press right away. They're going to show more power, sit down on his punches, scored a knockdown 7 seconds into the fight. Bernie.
Gabe, what did you learn about yourself getting off the canvas?